What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch Season 2, Episode 7 of Avatar The Last Airbender. Last episode, we were introduced to Toph, a new member of... I still don't know what to call them. Team Avatar, the Avatar Gang, Aang and Co. I don't know. But I'm very excited to see the dynamics that Toph can sort of introduce to this show. Because already in one episode, I absolutely love her. So, I see that this episode title is Zuko Alone, so I'm very excited to get a lot of Zuko focus. I hope that's involved. So I'm ready to get into it. If you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon. By now, I'm already a very decent amount of episodes ahead. If you check the YouTube comments, it'll say the exact episode that I'm currently on. It is $7 a month for animated shows. Check it out if you're interested, finally. And most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. Let's get in episode 7. He's literally just fucking wandering the world by himself. Again, I refuse to believe that Iroh would even consider this an ambush, letting Zuko go completely on his own. Ask politely. Do not... Come on, dude. Give it one chance. Yeah, you're damn right. Don't you fucking dare. Go down there. Come on, this is your... I mentioned it. This is the spiritual journey. Oh, damn. He didn't even ask for any. Okay. Could have asked for something. What do you... Yeah, I know that's the shape of the coin. I know that Earthbenders use that as a weapon, but... Okay, the hair is growing in pretty fast. That's good. The mom? Did the mom die when he was young, or die in childbirth, or anything like that?
Yeah.
Hold up, that's a great way to cheat. If you're Earthbender and it's made out of stone, gonna rob him?
Ow!
Oh, brother. You guys gonna give me hate crimes? What the hell is wrong with them kids?
Danger.
No.
You see who did throw it?
No.
That's your favorite word? No?
No.
Come from somewhere.
Maybe a chicken flew over.
That's a good one.
Thanks for your contribution. The army appreciates your support. You better leave town.
Get your shit back.
Aang's a lot steeper than you can afford, stranger.
Yeah, how about I kill you? Fucking with Thor's hammer ass. Come on.
Supposed to protect us from the Fire Nation, but they're just a bunch of thugs.
This is exactly what I was talking about last episode. I love the complexity of the political system. You know what I mean? Thanks for not ratting me out. You motherfucker got my food stolen.
I'll take you to my house and feed your ostrich horse for you. Come on, I owe you.
Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, earthbending is the good side, but there's assholes in the army, and I like that. What the fuck are these things? Big cows and big sheep? Why are the animals getting weirder?
This guy just stood up to the soldiers. By the end, he practically had them running away.
Does this guy have a name?
Zebra.
1-2, Sealer. Anyone who can hold his own against those bully soldiers is welcome here.
Come on, Zuko.
Men should be ashamed to wear Earth Kingdom uniforms.
Knock him down a peg for these people.
Fighting the war, like Lee's big brother, Sensu.
Sensu, I'm gonna write that down in case we run into him. No, look at him! He's a precious angel.
You don't seem like you're from around here. Where are you from, then?
Stop asking the man personal questions, got it?
I mean, Zuko is like a world-known entity, you know what I mean? Flashback? No! Oh no, the dream sequence, what the fuck is this?
Hey Mom, wanna see how Azula feeds turtle ducks?
Zuko, why would you do that?
Well, that's what Azula does, but I don't know why we would repeat that. Fucking turtle ducks.
Ow! 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 Ow!
That's what happens when you hurt innocent things. Yo, May has had this crush forever, man.
Can you make Zuko play with us? We need equal teams to play a game.
I am not cartwheeling.
Is Azula trying to hook Mai up or just embarrass her?
I don't care. I don't want to play with you.
We are brother and
Oh, she is a manipulative son of a bitch. And I love that from a villain. Oh my god. Okay, Zuko, that was a failure, but
Told you it would work. Aw, they're so cute.
they're trying to hook them up together.
Girls are crazy.
This is another thing too that I gotta say about this mother. You know what I mean? She's still a part of this war.
Must be something to behold. I hope you all may see it someday. If we don't burn it to the ground first.
And
These guys are evil! Again, I've questioned about Iroh. Has he always been the same mindset, or did something happen in Ba Sing Se with his son that changed him, how his thought process worked?
the superior craftsmanship.
Aww.
And for Azula, a new friend. She wears the latest fashion.
Yeah, Iroh's not in touch.
If Uncle doesn't make it back from war, then Dad would be next in line to be Fire Lord, wouldn't he?
Azula, we don't speak that.
I was fucking right! He passes it over. I don't know if they told me that, and
And besides, Fire Lord Azulan is a picture of health.
How would you like it if Cousin Lu Ten wanted Dad to die?
I still think our dad would make a much better Fire Lord than his royal tea-loving kookiness.
whatever. He would have brought peace and prosperity.
You're holding them all wrong.
Don't scare him. He might stab himself. No, that's cute.
Don't think of them as separate, because they're not.
I feel like
They're just two different.
the symbolic of him, his two sides. No, he's so
I think
cute.
you really like my brother Sensu.
I probably killed him. Man, I will beat y'all the fuck. They probably recognize him. Jesus.
What do you want, Gao?
Just thought someone ought to tell you your son's battalion.
Oh, even worse. Why are you smug about it?
Hear what the Fire Nation did with their last group of Earth.
Zuko gonna fucking go get Sensu.
Fire Nation uniforms and put them on the front line
Oh, that's horrifying.
Iroh has lost his...
No.
Lu Ten did not survive
Lu
the
Ten.
battle.
No.
What's gonna happen to my brother?
I'm going to the front.
I have goosebumps, man. Stay here. I'll go get him. Don't let him leave. Make him stay.
Will you stay?
No. I need to move on. Here. I want you to have this.
No.
Made in Earth Kingdom.
The other one.
Never give up without...
Why am I gonna fucking cry? What's going on? Zuko, you gotta save Sensu. I wanna cry, dude.
It means Uncle's a quitter and a loser.
Good reason. He had a good reason.
Uncle's not a quitter.
Oh, yes, he is. He found out his son died and he just fell apart.
He found out the truth of life.
Stay and burn Ba Sing Se to the ground, not lose the battle and come home crying.
How do you know what he should do? He's probably just sad his only kid is gone. Forever.
Your father has requested an audience with Fire Lord Azulan. Best clothes, hurry up.
He's gonna politic his way out of...
Can't you just call him grandfather? He's not exactly the powerful Fire Lord he used to
Yo,
be.
she's a fucking demon! We gotta put her down. We should...
child?
Exactly, we should... What's your fault? You guys are fucking evil.
Great-grandfather won because...
Because even though his army was outnumbered, he cleverly calculated his advantages. The enemy was downwind and there was a drought. Their defenses burned...
Fucking burn her to the ground.
Correct, my dear. Now, would you show Grandfather the new moves you demonstrated to
Just
me?
a fucking competition. It's just... Well, you're just dancing. Wow, oh wow, dude, that's the most Ozai I've ever gotten.
You'll never catch up.
Shut the fuck up.
I've been learning.
Oh my god. We gonna accidentally burn someone? Oh, my little baby.
I loved watching you. That's who you are, Zuko. Someone who keeps fighting even though it's hard.
Prince Ozai, why are you wasting my time with this pomp?
Pomp?
You must have realized, as I have, that with Lu Ten gone, Iroh's bloodline has ended. After his son,
Politics. Politics.
Ba Sing Se, and who knows when he will return.
What kind of ruler would do that?
I am here, Father, and my children are alive.
Say what it is you want.
Father, revoke Iroh's birthright. I am your humble servant, here to serve you and our nation. Use me.
You dare suggest I betray Iroh, my firstborn?
Is he gonna kill him and say that he changed his mind?
Dad's going to kill you. Really, he
Jesus.
Haha, Zuko.
Why the fuck is she evil, dude?
Believe me, but I heard everything. Grandfather said Dad's punishment should fit his crime. You must know the pain of losing a firstborn son by sacrificing your own.
Liar.
I'm only telling you for your own good. I know. Maybe you could find a nice Earth Kingdom family to adopt you.
I want to see Azula burnt at the stake.
Hey, Dad would never do that to me.
He probably would, to be honest.
What to you? What is going on here?
I don't know.
It's time for a talk.
Fucking go. You need to spank her, dude. You need to punish her for the first fucking time.
It's Lee. The thugs from town came back as soon as Gonsu left. When they ordered us to give them food, Lee pulled a knife on them.
Okay, they can kill him?
A knife. Then they took him away. They told me if Lee's old enough to fight, he's old enough to join the army.
Yo!
I know we barely know you, but...
Why are there so many evil fucking people in this show? It's a fucking Western standoff!
Yes! I told you he'd come!
He's smiling like that. Oh, yeah, okay, I like the hair like that. Hairless looking good.
You're bullies. Freeloaders abusing your power. Mostly over women and kids.
This is one of the best episodes of the show.
Family who's already lost one son to the war.
Are you gonna let this stranger stand there and insult you?
How about you stand up to him? I want him to show off the firepower right at the end, too. Sure that not all Fire Nation are evil to the kid. I love that power when they hit the rock up and then hit it back again.
Give him a left! A left! Got a left sword, don't he? Look out!
Burn these fuckers at the stake. He's fine. Damn. Concussion.
Mom? Zuko, please, my love, listen to me. Everything I've done to...
Mama, are you good?
Remember this, Zuko. No matter how things may seem to change, never forget who you are.
Are they about to kill you? What's going on? Are you running away? She fucking abandoned her children? Look, I understand, but oh my god. Is that what happened? She abandoned her children. Fuck Azula, she's not a child. Yeah, the kid's probably gonna be a little scared. But you've shown your true nature.
Who are you?
It's okay.
My name is Zuko, son of Ursa and Fire Lord Ozai.
Oh, I have Ursa written down, I think.
I heard of you. You're not a prince, you're an outcast. His own father burned and disowned him.
Leave these people alone.
It's yours. You should have it.
I don't want it.
I hate you.
It's okay. Growth. Again, it's step by step.
Where's Mom?
No one knows. Oh, and last night, Grandpa passed away.
Oh. And he changed his mind.
To make me Mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The mom kind of left Zuko there alone. You know what I mean? Abandonment issues.
Where is she?
Did she? I think did he kill her or did she just leave? I can't tell at this point.
Hail, Fire Lord!
That is a great shot. The cinematography goes crazy in this show, man. Again, I feel like because he has those abandonment issues, that's why he forced himself to go by himself. You know what I mean? Another contender for best episode of the show. That was simply put, that was fucking sublime. That was incredible. I almost cried there. That was great, man. I mean, Zuko. Again, no spoilers for other shows, but for instance, for those of you who watch The Sopranos, in the beginning of the show, you know, I immediately had a couple favorite characters, but I also immediately said that I see potential for a couple characters to be the greatest of all time. Or like to be the best of that show. So not necessarily my favorite, but the best. I think that Zuko is that. I think that Zuko is the best written character of the show. He's like my third or fourth favorite, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I don't love, because I absolutely fucking love him. But he is just, oh my god, dude. So fucking good, dude. And you guys know me, well, if you watch any of my other reaction series, but like, I love flashbacks, I love lore, I love the emotional side of the story. Like, oh, and this had everything in there. Man. This, so far in this season, with what Zuko's given me, it's exactly what I wanted. If you remember my season 1 finale, you know, discussion, this is what I wanted. I wanted him to just, you know, go off on his own. I want not this by himself. I wanted him with Iroh, but I wanted there to be close interaction with the smaller people of the world, to see the other side of the war, to really expand his horizons. You know what I mean? And thus far, through the first 7 episodes of this season, it has done that absolutely perfectly. Like, absolutely perfectly. Like, oh my god, dude. And again, I hope I don't sound too repetitive when I say it, but like, the sentiment still stands in the sense of like this. You know, you think about with Zuko. Well, change takes place over time. You know what I mean? As wishful thinking as it would be to just have someone go through a spiritual, emotional change in 1 second and then completely do a 180 on their character, with what they've been in the past, it's not realistic. You know what I mean? So someone like Zuko, he's always had good in him, you know what I mean, but has been shrouded in smoke and ashes and ember, you know what I mean? Literally and mentally, with an abusive sister, an abusive father, abusive grandfather. It's again, I don't know if it's obvious and I'm not paying attention, but I think that the mother just left because she knew what the hell was going to happen. Ursa. I feel like Ursa left, you know what I mean? And it does kind of suck that she didn't take Zuko, but I think from that, Zuko had abandonment issues. Didn't, you know, like Aang, I feel like, you know, he was essentially left to fend with lions, when he is not a lion. And again, I'm not saying like fight wise, he is a great fighter, you know what I mean? But just in terms of the mindset, he's not some ferocious killer, you know what I mean? He's an actual human with actual human emotions. So, you know, all that being said, you know, it's like he's brainwashed, if that makes any sense. He's loyal to, and again, to start the story, he's loyal to his father because it's the only thing he knows. It's the only thing he knows how to live. You know, the only way for him to keep going on is for him to get his honor back, to capture the Avatar. And of course, my loving father he'll take me back. But no, that's just not the case. You know what I mean? But all that being said, it's taking Zuko some time. It's happening. It's like a wall. One wall is being torn down each time, or a layer of the onion. You know what I mean? Each interaction with a member of the Water Tribe or the Earth Tribe, or with Iroh, with life lessons, with any of this, you know what I mean? It takes time. Same with the kid, you know what I mean? What is it? Not with Lee, right? Yeah, I think his name was Lee. Let me write that down, because Gonzo was the father, and Senso was the brother. You know, with Lee, it's the same thing in the sense of, for good reason. He's been very scared of the Fire Nation. His brother has gone off to fight the Fire Nation. You know, his entire culture, his entire city has gone off to fight the Fire Nation. You know what I mean? And all that's left is these corrupt officials, corrupt, you know, military men. And the only reason they're left in charge is because of the Fire Nation, and the other men are needed elsewhere. So, again, it's not unreasonable for him to be scared of the Fire Nation. You know what I mean? Even when he had an emotional connection with Zuko, who proved himself to be a good person and who actually cared about him and who taught him, and you know what I mean? All that positivity. It's a human reaction to immediately sort of pull away when you realize, wait a minute, he is Fire Nation. So, but again, I love storylines like that. I really do, because again, it also, it makes the journey feel earned. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be honest. Again, I repeat, I absolutely love Zuko. I want him to sort of evolve and grow and change. You know what I mean? I think it would be a little cheap if Zuko just, episode in one singular episode in the beginning of the second season, just, you know what I mean, has this exact same episode that he just had, except at the end the kid goes, "Oh, Zuko, thank you for being my savior." You're like, no, it's almost like there's, I don't want to say punishment, you know what I mean, but there's consequences. For the way you've acted, for the people you've allied yourself with, for what you've done. You can't just expect to be praised or worshipped because you do one good thing. In order to be a good man, you have to be repeatedly good. So he will eventually get cheered or praised or anything like that, either at the end of season 2 or the beginning of season 3, something like that. But it's going to take a little time. Again, I don't want to make it sound as cheap as, like, equaling out your good and bad. You know what I mean? To where, like, oh, you already did 10 bad acts, you have to, do 10 good ones to make up for. I'm not saying that necessarily, but again, in order to be a truly good person, you have to continuously work towards that, because again, it also goes to that when you say something like he's really understanding how much the Fire Nation has fucked up these other cultures, these other tribes, but he's not actively going against the Fire Nation as of right. You know what I mean? That's the next step. Season 1 is him working for the Fire Nation. Season 2, at least as of right now, this could definitely change pretty soon. But Season 2 seems to be him neutral, as in, like, he's not supporting them, but he's also not going against them. Season 3 would be the time to, tear down Ozai from his throne. You know what I mean? And supplant himself. I would hope so, as a good, just, true ruler. Hopefully. If, again, I don't know if I'm being stupid and Ozai just fucking killed Ursa. I don't think so. I think Ursa just left. But I would maybe hope that Ursa is somewhere out there and will come back at some point. You know what I mean? And that's another thing, too. If the mother's out there, I cannot wait for a reunion of sorts. But going in, like, I loved the flashbacks and I loved the history. And again, dude, this show is fucking good. Again, I repeat this, and I'm sorry for being repetitive, but, like, again, Avatar: The Last Airbender is a kid's cartoon. It aired on fucking Nickelodeon, and I'm seeing governmental political scheming plots to overthrow the king and, pass your older brother in the line of succession. I did not expect that out of the show, and I don't know if they'll ever go out and, like, reveal that that's what actually happened, or they'll just keep it pretty vague, pretty open-ended. But that's very, very evidently, very, very clearly exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Although I will be honest, I don't know if I'm mistaken in reading this, but I feel like if Iroh got back home before that had made a decision, he would have purposefully passed on the throne. Except that was my original prediction. I feel like I make some good predictions with the show. Again, I got the vibe that Iroh was the older brother, but that wouldn't make sense in a patriarchal society. So I had that realization a couple episodes ago, and I was like, maybe I'm incorrect, but no, yeah, Yep. Ozai is just... But I'm gonna be honest, dude. Look, Ozai, son of a bitch, okay? Azulin, son of a bitch. Evil people. Even, like... Again, that's the thing, that, like... There's good and bad in people. Because also, the mother, Ursa, seemed like a very good person. Seemed very supportive of Zuko. Seemed a little hesitant of Azula at times, but also wanted her children to like each other and spend time with each other. But also she was kind of supportive of the war. You know what I mean? I think that is a very human thing. Same with Iroh. It did seem like, again, Iroh's always been a little goofy, you can tell, but one of my main questions with Iroh as a character was he always like this, or was he an actual follower of the Fire Nation, and he actually wanted to see them expand their territory or whatever? And if he did think those things, was whatever happened at Ba Sing Se something that changed his mindset? And it kind of does look like that. It kind of looks like his son died, and again, I'm sure a part of it is his kid died, he's sad, he doesn't want to fight anymore. I would also assume a part of it is because, again, his visit to the spirit world or something spirit related had to have happened at some point. I would, quite honestly, I would think it would happen right after his son died. I feel like that's probably when he was, as a human, I probably think that's when you're most emotionally connected to the spiritual realm, is right after suffering such a, major death, such despair. So he might have been told by some spirit to stop what you're doing, or go home to your family, go home to Zuko, help Zuko, protect Zuko. I don't know. I do not know. So, but yeah, dude, I'm gonna go back. Azulon, a terrible human being. Ozai, terrible human being. Okay. Azula is fucking crazy. I mentioned a couple episodes, I was intrigued about Azula, okay, because, you know, you think about Zuko, you know, you start off the show, Zuko's the bad guy, but very quickly, you know, in episode 3, you see there's a much deeper side, a much more complex side to him, you know what I mean? And with all the characters, I think that the show does a very good job at having characters like Iroh, and I would say Aang as well, you know, characters that aren't just one-dimensional, you know what I mean, goody two-shoes characters. It's a more complex character, you know what I mean? So I was wondering, like, oh, is there any love or any kindness, any innocence within Azula, or what's going on there? No, it kind of just seems like she's fucking evil. It kind of seems like she's the most evil character I've ever seen in fucking cartoons, and I've seen fucking cartoon devils and demons, and you know what I mean? Like, she's a menace. Jesus Christ, she's a fucking menace. Like, scare, as in, like, psychotic, like a psychopath. She's scaring me. That's how psychotic it seems like she is. Again, it's because of the environment she grew up in and the abuse from father. And again, I'm not saying like the father hit her or anything like that, but it's more like a abuse in the sense of, it seems like he's pushing her towards the negative. You know what I mean? Praising her when she's destructive or anything like that. Nobody's there to check her. You know, again, that's a failure on the mom's part as well, not just the dad, but I would say more on the dad. But yeah, and again, it's another thing too that I really like. And again, I may be mistaken in this as well, but you know, just the political scheming of Ozai. He even mentioned it, like Azula is named after Azulon. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a way to try to get closer to Azulon. But even that, I will be honest. Respect. I don't want to say respect because he's a fucking evil dastardly motherfucker. But Azulon like wasn't with it. You know what I mean? He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Over Iroh. Get your ass back in line. You know what I mean? I like that little detail. Again, people are very what's it called? Not heritage. Tradition. You know, especially in a patriarchal society, you know what I mean? But I like it. Dude, this motherfucker Ozai assassinated the king and pulled a fuck, I don't want to say what show, but pulled a fucking, I'll try to be as vague as possible. Pulled a fucking Allison Hightower, okay? And fucking lied about the final words of the... Oh, that's great. That is great. I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. Well, in Season 2, Episode 2, my discussion then. And where I said, I think that Season 2, Episode 2 might be my favorite episode. Again, it's not 100% set in stone. As I said during that episode, it takes me a second rewatch to really understand where to rank episodes compared to other episodes. But that's 100% in the conversation for my favorite episode. Waterbending Scrolls in discussion for my favorite episode. But those ones are more like because they're so fun and lighthearted and, you know what I mean? And everything like that. In terms of like actual like best episodes, because I'm not saying that what was it? Two Lovers Cave or something like that. That's the name of it, The Cave of Two Lovers. I'm not saying that that's the best episode of the show. I'm saying that that's potentially my favorite episode of the show. An episode like this, an episode like the first Aang and Zuko flashback, the season finale, the season 1 finale, those episodes are probably the best, if that makes any sense so far. And this one, I think, again, I don't want to be I think that one was probably easily the best episode of the show so far. Again, I'm not going to say it's my favorite because I loved those two other fucking funniest episodes for some reason. But that might have been the best one. You know what I mean? Because that was fucking... I wanted to cry a couple times. Okay, anytime Iroh opens his mouth or does anything, I want to cry. Because I just fucking love him so much and I want to hug him. And he's like a big teddy bear. And I care about him so much. And oh, his son fucking died. But oh, man. Like, not just that. But I mean, like, again, I'm very emotionally connected to Zuko. You know what I mean? Again, I mentioned this last episode, I think. Or maybe it was earlier in this discussion, I don't know. But Aang and Zuko are the two protagonists, you know what I mean? Aang is the protagonist of his story. Zuko is the protagonist of his story. They interact sometimes, and I would assume that in the future they're going to interact a lot more. But as of right now, it's sort of two separate stories being told in the same show, you know what I mean? With that being said, I think that in terms of who I like more, or like who I'm emotionally connected to, is a little different. Because again, I repeat, I think that Zuko is easily the best, the most well-written character of the entire show. And I emotionally care for him. Again, it's like seeing an abused child. You know what I mean? It's seeing someone who has good in him, but almost doesn't allow himself to let the good shine through. He's almost purposefully shrouding himself in darkness because he sees himself as a monster. He sees himself negatively. He sees himself as split, as Two-Face. You know what I mean? Whereas Aang to me is just innocence personified, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a one-dimensional character because he has some great moments, some great character development in his own right. But the reason I care for Aang is more of like he's so innocent. He's trying to be so good, but you know what I mean. Whereas Zuko, again, it's more of like a damaged role. If you understand what I mean. So, I love the show. I love the show. I fucking love the show. Again, I'm not gonna give it exactly now, but I repeat, I've watched 3 cartoons in my adult. Well, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just realized this, and every time I've ever said this, on my Avatar: The Last Airbender reactions, I'm so sorry for. Wow, I'm angry at myself that I've watched Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I've also watched Over the Garden Wall. And the reason I always forgot about that, well, again, if we want to, I've watched Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, and Adventure Time, Distant Lands too. If we want to get really fucking specific here, but the reason I never mentioned Over the Garden Wall is because not that it's forgettable, it's just short, so I forget to mention it. If that makes sense. Again, I just said it's not forgettable. I just forget to mention it. There is a difference, okay? But yeah, I watched that too. That's an amazing cartoon. I really apologize for any time I've not mentioned that I watched that. But again, I'm not crowning it right now, but I'm almost positive that at bare minimum, after the 3 seasons, Avatar is going to pass Gravity Falls. Adventure Time might be a little hard to surpass just because of how long it is, but I definitely see the potential there for it to be number 1. So yeah, this is amazing. I'm along for the ride, and I really enjoyed that episode. So I will see you guys in a couple days for episode 8 of season 2. If you guys liked the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon by now. I'm a very decent amount of episodes ahead. Check YouTube comments. They'll see the exact episode that I'm currently on. It is $7 a month for animated shows. Check it out if you're interested. Finally, and most importantly, if you enjoy my content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Again, it really does help me out. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good one.